Alright, so we're going to pour this in here. Well, it's Tuesday morning. We're working on truck 12 here. This is a 2001 Kenworth T800. It's got a C15 Cat in it. My nephew was drawing haylage with it the other night there. There's actually a load of haylage on it right now, and he just come up a steep hill, and he lost all the power. He thought the turbo had went. I was hoping that it was just going to be a hose clamp on the intercooler, or a hose itself or something. Well, that doesn't turn out to be what's wrong with it. It is actually the turbo on it. So we're going to take a look inside the intake side of the turbo. Jared and Kerr came over here yesterday morning and pulled the intake side off, and the turbo is in pieces in there. Let's see if I can hold the flashlight here. And we are all sorts of wiggling around there, and we've got pieces that are, it just destroyed itself. So it rained all day yesterday. Nate went to Cat and got a turbo. We've actually got it sitting on the trailer here. It's right there. We just got to get it out of the box. It's right here. Got to get it out of the box, yeah. So we're going to start taking this off now, and we'll get it thrown on there, and then we'll have to get this truck home and get it dumped off. It's got a load of haylage on it still. Hopefully everything comes apart easily. I've got the Army truck here, the service truck. So we're going to get after it. Hopefully this is an easy job. The last one I did that was in the field was in the middle of the winter, so, and it was only about 5 degrees out, so at least it's a little warmer, and I am working in the shade. So we're going to get after it. Alright, we've got the air intake side off of the turbo, and I've got the clamps off in there so I can get this elbow out. I got to use this elbow on the new turbo. And the last two turbos that we've done, we could not get this elbow out. The first one we were able to manage getting it out. The second one we had to buy a new one, and I'm hoping that we don't have to buy a new one of them. They're about $160, I believe. But we're going to try to get this out, and then we can start unbolting the turbo. Alright, we got that elbow out of there. Yeah, don't pay no attention to the torch that's there. I just need to run a wire brush around there. That'll get rid of the evidence, so make sure you don't tell Cat about that. They don't like the torch anywhere near a turbocharger. They don't like to give you your core return on that, so we'll just take the wire brush and get rid of any of that evidence. So now we can get the muffler pipe off, the exhaust pipe off the back of it. We've got to unhook the return. Is that the return? No, that's the pressure oil feed here, and the return line is on the bottom, and then we can get that off in there. So the hardest part is getting that damn elbow out. The last three I've done here in the last, oh, what the hell has it been, 6 months or so, we have fought with this damn elbow to get that out of there. So we're going to keep on keeping on here. There's the elbow right there. Alright, now for the best part. I've got the oil feed side unhooked, and I got the return side, the oil return unhooked. Now we're going to cut the studs out. We'll be able to pull that off in there and put a new gasket on and put the new turbo on. Should be about off there. Alright, so there's that part of it. Alright, we've got that off in there. So, yeah, just gotta let that cool down a little bit. I gotta pull this return pipe up out of there and put a new O-ring on that, and then we can slap the new turbo on. Alright, we're getting ready to set this turbo on there. I've got a new O-ring in on my return pipe, and I'm just going to set the turbo on and then get everything all bolted back up here.
What year's this truck?
01.
It's an 01.
Alright, we've got the turbo. I got a couple of bolts in the turbo. I've got to get this intake lined up to where I need it here. It's going to go about maybe about there, I think, roughly. And then I can tighten this clamp up here. I'll get my return line gasket in there. I've got to turn the center of the turbo to line up with that. So I'm going to get the exhaust manifold bolts tight where the turbo mounts to that, and then we're going to have to turn the center of the turbo so that it lines up with the return line here. So everything is just kind of needs a little bit of an adjustment, and we're going to finish bolting it all together, and we're kind of on the last little bit of what needs to be done here. Alright, we got the turbo all in place. I'm just going to pour some oil into it here. Go ahead, pour some oil into that. Just getting ready to finish her up here. That's a magnet. Look at that.
That's not magnetic.
It's magnetic. Look at that.
Oh, the sticker is, but the door isn't.
The sticker. The sticker's magnetic. I'm going to save that.
Might need a funnel.
Just pour it. The hell.
You sure? I'm not very good at that.
Yeah. Alright, hold up a minute. Hold up a minute.
Get that Mountain Dew bottle emptied out.
I don't know.
There
It's even smaller than that.
That'll make it go good to have a little dew in there too.
I don't know. There ain't an even smaller funnel. I feel like there's a small funnel around here.
It's gonna oil the wheel.
Oh, Jesus.
Get a little.
Alright, so we're going to pour this in here. We're spilling a little bit, but that's alright. We're just going to pepper it. Alright, so that's full of oil. And we're just going to hook our line up, and then we're going to start it. Alright. Alright, we've got this all on there. Timmy's gonna fire her up. Go ahead, Tim. Always does that. A little hesitation, and then it fires again. So, just gonna let her run for a minute. I did spill a little bit of oil when I filled the turbo there. And we're just gonna let it run for a little bit of a minute here. Okay, it doesn't seem to be leaking anything. And this is what this one looks like inside here. The impeller all went to hell. A little wobbly. So we're gonna box this up and we're gonna get chopping. Alright, let's send her, Tim. Go ahead. Alright, we've just parked the service truck, so we'll have that in the area that we're going to be chopping in. We got just a little over an inch of rain yesterday. My nephews, they flipped over all the windrows that they had merged up yesterday when we got rained out. And we're going to be able to chop them. We got some down right over there, and then on the other side of the hill way over. There's some down there too. So we're going to head on back and get onto the chopper. So that's going to do it for this video, folks. We will catch you at the next one.